Hey y'all, it's Maysha with As Long As You're Breathing, and the rain has stopped, and so I'm out getting my walk in today. And I wanted to do a brief, walking and talking with you all. We have the full moon energies coming up later this week, Thursday night, Friday morning. Of course, they're good for 24, 48 hours before and 24, 48 hours after. So I'm already getting contacted by people saying, what's going on with the energy? What's going on with our energy? And in part, that's it. Of course, we're still in Pisces, which is very watery, very emotional. And so many things that are about our emotions are coming to culmination or fruition, whichever, at this point right now. And much of this we manifested with new moon. We asked for these things. But what we need to remember is that we said we would make the energetic space for it. And that's essential. Is if you're not making the energetic space, that's what the full moon is for. So if you're dealing with a lot of emotions right now and you're like, what is going on with me? Look at what you asked to manifest in the new moon. And I know I told you to do this then, but we think we have sometimes, and we really haven't. Look at what's going on that's blocking your manifestation from coming to you. Have you left room for it? Or have you sent out chaotic energies? Did you say you wanted one thing, and then you started doubting that you could have it or that you were worthy of it? Basically, what battles have you been fighting in your mind? What battles? Your heart guided you to ask with the new moon. If it's not coming in and you've been ruminating in your mind about stuff, you haven't been able to sleep, you've done things, said things you regret, you feel at war with yourself, well, you are. Your heart is trying to transcend the mind, and the mind is trying to keep you safe from something. Whether real or imaginary, it doesn't matter. Your mind is doing its job. Stop fighting with yourself. Stop fighting with yourself. You deserve so much better than that. You deserve to always be at peace. We should all always be at peace. So don't fight with the mind. Talk to it. It's your friend. It's a part of you. It's a part of your multidimensionalism. So say to it, what are the things that you're talking about? And then get it on board with what your heart knows is true. Say, okay, I've heard you out. Now, listen to what the heart's saying. And then it's going to come back with, well, we tried that before. Yes, but we were in a different vibrational frequency. We were in a different level of consciousness before. And so were the other people involved. Well, so-and-so did that, and see how it turned out for them. Well, yes, but I don't know about so-and-so's situation. Well, what are people going to think? We've already been over this one. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't care what people think. We're not here to live for the people in the cheap seats. Now, I do want to clarify on that. That doesn't mean we run over people or hurt people on purpose or that sort of thing. But it does mean we don't let societal programming or other people's you should statements or other people's statements about who you are define all that. So we want to do that with grace and ease, of course, but we do want to stand up for ourselves, and in the end, it's our own daily I am feeling, I am being, I'm experiencing statement that we want to win out. And that's what we tell the mind, is say, look, when we win, it's because we are feeling, being, and experiencing what lights our heart up. Remember how that felt with this and that and this? Oh yeah. And we know that lights our heart up. You know it. Remember what it felt like when our heart got lit up. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. And while you've got the mind on board, or at least not arguing with you, take your first step. And then take your second step. And every time the mind tries to come back and fight with you, say, no, remember. And take the mind back to what you know the truth is. It's not that the mind is trying to do anything to you. The argument it's having with you is to keep you safe. But I read a quote today that said, The mentality of safeness is the root of all mental illness, and probably physical illness too. That's my addition to it, because that's what keeps our energy stuck. That's what keeps our energy stuck. What was true once is not necessarily true now. What happened before is not necessarily going to happen now. As a matter of fact, there's a very good chance that what your mind is trying to protect you from is your blessing, your gift, your prize, what you have worked for because of what you went through before. Okay, I went through something before because I wanted this or that, and this was so similar, and it didn't go well, and now I have another chance. And your mind is still keeping your energy stuck, while your heart is saying, this is it. We win this time. And your mind may be saying, well, we've tried several times. Okay. But what are you gaining by not trying? Is it really worth it? Folks, we are in a time where we're being asked to determine our timeline. That's what we're being asked to do, is pick your highest, excuse my allergies, pick your highest and best good timeline and stick to it. And the way you do that is what truly lights my heart up. Not what the mind is telling you, better go this route, it's the safe one. But what truly lights my heart up. Not what the mind says, well, we've been there, done that, and that didn't go well. There's a very good chance that what you've been there, done that didn't go well, this time around, it's meant to go well. Because you're at a higher vibrational frequency. You're at a higher level of consciousness. That's what this era is all about, is having come to the conscious awareness at a level that we actually get what our heart's been desiring. You see, before, we were going for the things that our heart desired, but we were stuck energy due to the societal programming, due to the shoulds, due to past life issues, due to all this stuck energy. So the mind got its information that it's using to argue with you right now from a valid source, but that source is outdated. You have been upgraded. You are now, well, I mentioned the Bionic Man today on a broadcast I did. You're now like the Bionic Man. You've been rebuilt. You can run faster, see better, all of those things. You're at a different level of consciousness. You're at a different vibrational frequency. This time can be different, but it can't be if you don't try. So, if you haven't gotten what you were manifesting with the new moon, the full moon is coming and the energies are strong. They're already affecting people. What's been keeping you awake? What decisions have you made? What actions have you taken that you're like, this isn't turning out the way I thought? What has your mind been telling you? We can't do that. And giving you all these reasons that relate back to the past. Don't argue with it. Don't try to destroy your ego. Your ego's a good thing. We need to have our ego. We need to know our self-worth. We need to know what we're worthy of. And you're worthy of what's lighting your heart up. You're worthy of taking control, sovereignty over self. Talking to yourself. The self-talk's going anyway. You take sovereignty over it. Let your heart take sovereignty over it. And then release what you need to release. And let the full moon energies get you to where your heart knows you need to be. And don't be afraid to ask Source for help. Your guidance, your control tower, whatever your belief system is. It is energy. What we say we want will come to us in one form or another. And remember, you came here to be the one and only you. And if you're not showing up as that, the butterfly effect from that is other people are not getting their happy ever after either. You're robbing yourself of your own, and other people aren't getting theirs. We came here to live in relationship. We're in relationship whether we're aware and behaving as such or not. All right, you all. Happy new moon energies. Try to enjoy them. We can look at all of this as, oh my God, here we go again, more energies to battle. Or we can look at it as, oh my gosh, an opportunity. I've got energy to work with. Let's work with it. And let's work with our mind, as long as we're breathing, so we can be living in great big capital letters. I'm going to get back to walking. Bye, you all.